Alright, hello. I'm guessing if you're clicked on this video, you want to create your own custom Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So first things first, before you're going to start making your own Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you're going to have to set up and download everything you will need. So what you will need is an unarchiver called 7-Zip or WinRAR. You will need the Ygopro itself, which I provided on a download link. You will also need SQLite Expert Personnel, LuaEdit, a thing called CardPacker, TCGEditor, or any type of card editor software, but this, for me, is the best one, and Paint, Microsoft Paint, which you should probably have on your computer, but I'll give you a download link anyways. So if you can just look in the description, that would be great. Alright, so, yeah, screw you. I have enough space. Okay, so for 7-Zip, you're either going to need the 32-bit or the 64-bit. And if you don't know what your computer is, you can go into, let's see if I can actually go down here while I'm recording, apparently not. Anyways, you can go into Cortana, type in system, and you can click on system. It will bring up your system information. Somewhere on there you will see whether your computer is a 32-bit or a 64-bit. Mine is a 64-bit, which I already have this downloaded, so I'm not going to download anything here. So yeah, I would download that one. Now, the file that I provided, Ygopro doesn't give their download link on their website anymore due to copyright reasons. So I put it on Mega NZ. You'd probably want to just download it through your browser. I don't deal with the MegaSync crap. Alright. Now, SQLite. I think this link I gave you, it should download it right away. So yeah, there you go. This link, you're going to actually have to click download. I could have gave you the other one, but whatever. This website, this is ygopro.co. There's a lot of neat stuff on this website. You can get help scripting if you have problems. Some people will respond to you. You can post card bugs and everything else on their forums. Their download link should be right here for the CardPacker. You're going to want that. TCGEditor, right here. And then Microsoft Paint if you need it. This website will provide you with it right there. Alright, so I would download all of these to a folder, like a Yu-Gi-Oh folder, because you're going to be using these all quite a bit. Alright, so once you have everything downloaded, you're going to want to open up your 7-Zip, unless you already have an archiver. You're going to have to unarchive your Ygopro. I'd put everything into the same folder. Now, once everything's downloaded and you have everything in the same folder, you're going to want to open up your Ygopro CardPacker. Now in here you're going to want to open up your CardPacker exe. We have to set this up so your cards know where to go, your customs, other people's customs, where you export and import. So you're going to go to config. Make sure you check auto detect and autosave. Now, something I forgot is you're going to want to open up your Ygopro folder. Go to pics. My computer's being slow. In here you should see a field folder. I'm not sure. For me, I didn't have a thumbnail folder, which you're going to need. So you're going to want to, if you don't have one, you're going to want to right click, new folder. Name it thumbnail, lowercase, not capital. You need a path for these pictures to go to. So if you have that or if you don't have it, make it. Right now, you're going to click Browse on this first one. You're going to want to find your way to your Ygopro folder, so just go to Desktop. It should all be on your desktop where you put that folder. Now mine's a mess. So right here. Now you're going to want to go to, you're going to want to click on cards.cdb for this first one. Now, since you checked auto detect and autosave, all of these paths should auto detect themselves, and it should look something like this. Yours might be a .7 Percy's version. I think that's what I gave. I think that's what I gave you. So just don't mind that. I just like the older version. So now that that's set up, that should be all ready to go. Alright, I'm gonna have you open up this thing called TCGEditor now. I already have it open. Alright, we're gonna create our own monster card. Alright, so let's go with Synchro. I'm gonna make it a dark monster. Okay. I'm gonna use my picture as my background, so I'm gonna call this Rika. Change my title style and rare. Alright, so artwork file, you're going to click this, and then you're going to find the artwork that you're using for your picture. And I'm going to use this one. Alright, as you can see, my picture is all stretched like this. That's because my width and my height are different pixel sizes. So if you make the pixel sizes even with each other, the picture will, it'll look correct. It won't be stretched. As you can see, the person in this picture is like kind of far away, and like this is what the card would look like, and I want them to be closer, so I'm gonna change the pixel size smaller. So let's go with about 850. There. Now the person in the picture is popped out a lot more, and they're closer. You need to make sure you're let's say you have a bad picture, it's like the actual picture size is only like 300 pixels by 300 pixels. It's like that might be a little blurry. It'll be pixelized, so you're gonna wanna, stay away from those pictures. Alright. Now, this is the description. Obviously, for like a synchro monster, it's gonna be like one tuner monster plus one or more non-tuner, like what, spellcaster type monsters. Alright, you can make your card a pendulum synchro. I'm gonna do that. And as you can see, that opens this up down here, which you can change the scales. This lock right here, you can turn this off, so you can actually make cards with different size scales on each side. But for actual purposes, real Yu-Gi-Oh cards, you're never gonna do that. Alright, these are subtypes. It'll say, like, my monster type is a spellcaster, it's a synchro, a pendulum, and an effect monster. For these to actually save, you need to like click off them once, and then as you can see, that it popped up right there. Let's make my monster have what, like 6,000 attack and 9,000 defense. There we go. That's making for a broken card. My pendulum effect, a bunch of, there. That's my pendulum effect. Card number. Each one of your cards is going to have, like, your script is going to have a certain ID that you make it have, so it can match the SQLite information that you'll put in later. So I usually try to make this card number match that ID. So if my card ID is going to be 1000, I'll just type in 1000 here, and this will actually tack on some zeros, because that's how, like, many numbers your ID can actually have. A copyright notice. Like on all real Yu-Gi-Oh cards, it'll say Kazuki Takahashi with his copyright. Stickers, no one's gonna use stickers. It pops up right there, and forget about it. And I can add this card to a batch file. So like if I'm making an art type, a whole art type, and I want all my cards that I create into the same file, so it's easier to work with, I can add this to a batch file, and that opens up this panel on the side where I can click on, all of them, and I can edit them again. Now, I'm going to want to render this card. You can render it, or you can render the whole batch, or just the single card. I'm just going to render the card. Always render your cards as a JPEG file. It just works better with everything. So I'm going to name this card as Rika.jpg. Save that, put the quality up on 4, leave this on progressive, and leave this at 100%. And then OK. Now you can open up your card, and there you go. That's the card you're gonna make. Now you're gonna have to change your picture size once you make a script and you add in the SQLite information, which you'll learn later. You're gonna wanna. This is what Paint's for. You're gonna want to right click on your image. You can open it with Paint. Now you're gonna want to go to Resize. Click on Pixels. Now, this is what your image is probably always going to be. You're going to want to change this first number to 177. You want to check off Maintain Aspect Ratio, and then just change the 7 to a 4, and then click OK. Now this is the right image file size for your Ygopro. So what you're going to do is you want to go down, click Save As. Always do it as a JPEG. And then you're going to want to make your way to your Ygopro folder. And then you're going to want to go to Pics. So I'll do this. Go to Desktop. It's right down here. Pics. And you'll save it in this. These are some custom cards I've made. Well, some of them aren't mine, but so yep, you're going to change this to your card ID, so 1000. And it'll just tack on the .jpg once you save it. You'll save that. Now your image should be in the game technically once you put in information for everything else. So now we'll move on to the next thing.